Welcome to Ancient Atoms Awakened, where ancient wisdom meets modern awakening. I am honored to guide you through this sacral chakra activation journey, the second in our complete chakra series. Today, we'll be working with the sacred 417 Hz frequency, known to the ancient practitioners as a powerful vibration for facilitating change, releasing creative blocks, and awakening the energy of transformation. This frequency resonates deeply with your sacral chakra, creating the perfect harmonic environment for its activation. The background audio you're hearing contains this precise 417 Hz frequency, which will support our journey throughout this meditation. Ancient sound healers from Mesopotamia to the Indus Valley understood that specific tones could unlock the creative and transformative powers within us, particularly when we direct our conscious awareness to them. I invite you to find a comfortable position, either seated or lying down, in a space where you won't be disturbed for the next hour. Allow your body to be fully supported, relaxing into whatever surface is beneath you. As we journey back to the wisdom of 1500 to 4500 BCE, we connect with the ancient understanding of the chakra system. The sacral chakra, known in Sanskrit as Svadhisthana, which means the dwelling place of the self. This center was recognized by ancient cultures worldwide as the seat of creation, pleasure, and emotional fluidity. In the temples of ancient Egypt, the area of the sacral chakra was associated with the goddess Hathor, who governed fertility, creativity, and joy. In Vedic traditions, this energy center was seen as the origin point of human creative power. These ancient practitioners understood what modern science is only beginning to verify, that this energetic center in your lower abdomen influences not only physical reproduction, but all forms of creation, emotional experiences, and your capacity for change. Before we focus specifically on the sacral chakra, let's briefly review the complete chakra system. Acknowledging the foundation we established in our root chakra activation and the higher centers we'll explore in future sessions. The chakra system consists of 7 main energy centers aligned along your spine, each associated with specific colors, elements, and aspects of your life experience. The root chakra at the base of your spine glows with vibrant red energy, connecting you to earth, stability, and your physical existence. The sacral chakra below your navel radiates orange light, governing creativity, pleasure, and emotional flow. This is our focus today. The solar plexus chakra at your upper abdomen shines with yellow brilliance, powering your confidence, will, and personal identity. The heart chakra at the center of your chest pulses with green or pink energy, harmonizing love, compassion, and relationship. The throat chakra at your neck illuminates with blue light, expressing your truth, communication, and authentic voice. The third eye chakra at your forehead emanates indigo vibrations, awakening intuition, insight, and inner vision. The crown chakra at the top of your head connects you to universal consciousness through violet or white light. Having established a solid foundation with our root chakra activation, we now move to the second center, your sacral chakra. In ancient wisdom traditions, energy was understood to flow upward through these centers. With a stabilized root, we can now safely explore the flowing, creative waters of the sacral chakra. To begin our practice, we'll use the sacred 369 breathing method, a pattern that resonates with universal mathematical principles recognized by ancient civilizations worldwide. These numbers held profound cosmic significance in ancient wisdom traditions, and continue to reveal their power through modern mathematical understanding. Let's start by taking 3 deep breaths to center yourself. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 6, hold for 3, and exhale through your mouth for a count of 9. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, allow your breathing to find this natural rhythm. The 639 pattern activates a sacred geometric proportion within your energetic system. In ancient Babylonian and Egyptian mathematics, these numbers were associated with creation itself. As you continue this breathing pattern, you're aligning with the same cosmic mathematics that ancient architects used when building temples dedicated to creation deities. With your breath established in this sacred rhythm, let's bring our awareness to each of your chakras, beginning at the root and moving upward. This initial journey through all 7 centers will help create a harmonious energy flow. Before we focus on the sacral chakra, first, bring your awareness to the base of your spine, to your root chakra, Muladhara. This center glows with a vibrant red energy, like the sacred red ochre used in the earliest human rituals. Remember the stability and groundedness we cultivated in our root chakra activation. Feel this center providing the solid foundation upon which all other energy work can safely build. In ancient cosmologies, this center was associated with the element of earth. Feel your connection to this element, sensing the stability it provides as we prepare to work with the more fluid energies of the sacral chakra. Now, bring your awareness to your sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, located about 2 inches below your navel in your lower abdomen. This center glows with a warm orange light, like the amber so prized by ancient civilizations. This chakra governs creativity, pleasure, and emotional flow. Ancient temple carvings from India to Egypt depicted this area as the seat of procreative power and artistic inspiration. As you breathe into the center, feel the 417 Hz frequency beginning to resonate with your creative essence. Moving upward to your solar plexus chakra, Manipura, located in your upper abdomen, this center radiates with a bright yellow light, like the golden sun worship symbols found in ancient cultures worldwide. This chakra governs your personal power, confidence, and sense of self. Ancient Mesopotamian texts described this area as the seat of personal will and purpose. As you breathe into this space, acknowledge its connection to both the creative sacral energy below and the loving heart energy above. Now, bring your awareness to your heart center, Anahata, which glows with a beautiful emerald green light. This center bridges the lower and upper chakras, balancing the physical and spiritual aspects of your being. Egyptian healers placed the heart at the center of all wisdom and feeling, preserving it carefully during mummification as the seat of the soul. As you breathe into your heart, feel how it both receives energy from below and sends energy upward through your system. Moving upward to your throat chakra of Vishuddha, which shines with a bright blue light like the lapis lazuli used in sacred jewelry by ancient priestesses and priests. This center governs communication, expression, and voice. Ancient mystery schools taught that creative power from the sacral chakra could be refined and expressed through the throat. As you breathe into this center, feel its connection to the creative energy we'll be activating today. Now, bring your awareness to your third eye center, Ajna, located between your eyebrows. This center glows with a deep indigo light, similar to the nighttime sky that ancient astronomers studied to understand cosmic cycles. This chakra governs intuition, vision, and higher perception. In the temples of ancient Egypt and India, initiates were trained to activate this center to receive visions of divine creativity. As you breathe into this space, feel how it can direct and focus the creative energies from your sacral chakra. Finally, bring your awareness to your crown chakra, Sahasrara, at the top of your head. This center shines with a vibrant violet or white light, connecting you to universal consciousness and divine inspiration. Ancient traditions describe this center as the doorway through which cosmic creative energy enters your system, eventually making its way down to be expressed through your sacral chakra. As you breathe into this space, imagine a direct connection between your crown and sacral centers, cosmic creativity flowing into earthly expression. Now, take a deep breath and visualize all 7 energy centers, illuminated and in perfect harmony. See them connected by a central channel of flowing light, with particular brightness at your sacral chakra, our focus for today's activation. Now, we'll bring our awareness back to the sacral chakra, our focus for today's practice. Let's explore this creative energy center more deeply, connecting with the ancient understanding of its significance. The sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, is located in your lower abdomen, about 2 inches below your navel. In ancient Sanskrit teachings, Svadhisthana means the dwelling place of the self, indicating that the ancients understood this center as fundamental to our identity as creative beings. Between 1500 BCE and 4500 BCE, knowledge of this energy center was preserved in various cultural traditions. In ancient Sumer, this area was associated with Inanna, goddess of love, beauty, and creative power. In Egypt, it was connected to the Nile's life-giving waters and the fertility they brought to the land. The sacral chakra is associated with the element of water. Just as water flows, changes form, and adapts to its container, this energy center governs your ability to flow with life's changes, to adapt emotionally, and to express yourself creatively. Ancient coastal civilizations, whose survival depended on understanding water's patterns, intuitively recognized the similarities between water's movements and emotional energy. They observed how blocked water becomes stagnant, while flowing water remains fresh and life-giving, just as emotions need to flow freely for well-being. In its balanced state, the sacral chakra provides a sense of joy, pleasure, creative inspiration, and emotional fluidity. The ancient ones knew that this center needed to be both active and balanced, neither blocked nor overactive, for optimal well-being and creative expression. The Sanskrit seed sound associated with this chakra is vap. Ancient sound healers would intone this vibration to activate and balance the sacral chakra. Let's practice this now. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, silently or audibly vibrate the sound vam. Feel how this vibration resonates in your lower abdomen. The ancient practitioners would often repeat this sound while focusing on this area, feeling the vibration awakening creative and emotional energies. The sacral chakra is represented by a 6-petaled lotus in ancient texts. The number 6 was associated with creation and harmony in many ancient number systems, from Babylonian mathematics to Vedic calculations. This chakra is also associated with the crescent moon symbol, representing cycles, rhythm, and flow. Ancient civilizations marked time by lunar cycles, recognizing the moon's influence on water, fertility, and creative cycles. This connection between the moon, water, and creativity was deeply embedded in early human understanding. The color of the sacral chakra is orange, a blend of reds, vitality, and yellows, clarity. Archaeological evidence shows that orange pigments were often used in fertility rituals and creative ceremonies. Ancient painters created this color from minerals, plants, and clay, using it to depict scenes of abundance and pleasure. As you continue to breathe with the 369 pattern, imagine warm orange light filling your lower abdomen. This light represents the perfect balance of passion and wisdom, desire and discernment that characterizes a healthy sacral chakra. When your sacral chakra is balanced, you experience abundant creativity and inspiration, healthy relationship with pleasure and desire, emotional fluidity and resilience, comfort with change and transformation. You also experience joyful connection with others, healthy boundaries in relationships, and balanced sexual energy. However, when the sacral chakra is imbalanced, you might experience either creative blocks and lack of inspiration, emotional numbness or rigidity, fear of change, or excessive attachment to stability. You might also experience disconnection from pleasure and joy, or difficulty with intimate relationships. Or the opposite extreme, emotional volatility and drama, excessive attachment to pleasure, boundary issues in relationships, or unhealthy expressions of desire. The ancient ones recognized these patterns, describing them in temple texts and healing practices. They developed specific techniques to restore balance to this crucial energy center. Let's take another deep breath with our sacred 369 pattern, focusing intently on the sacral chakra as we do so. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With each breath, feel the 417 Hz frequency resonating with your sacral chakra, harmonizing its energy and dissolving any blockages. The ancient practitioners understood that certain sounds and frequencies could shift energy patterns within the body, restoring natural flow and balance. Now, we'll begin the specific activation process for your sacral chakra. The ancient practitioners developed precise techniques to awaken and balance this center of creativity and emotional flow. Bring your full awareness to the area about 2 inches below your navel. Visualize a closed flower bud here, glowing with orange light like the setting sun reflected on water. This flower represents your sacral chakra, in its dormant or balanced but not fully activated state. As you continue to breathe with our sacred pattern, imagine the 417 Hz frequency as warm, golden light surrounding this flower bud. This frequency is specifically attuned to facilitate change and transformation, making it perfect for working with the sacral chakra. With each breath, this light gently encourages the flower to open, petal by petal. The ancient practitioners knew that forcing energy was counterproductive. Instead, they practiced patient invitation, allowing each energy center to open in its own time. As the orange flower begins to open, visualize 6 petals unfolding. In ancient Vedic symbolism, the sacral chakra is depicted as a 6-petaled lotus, with each petal representing different aspects of your creative and emotional nature. The first petal represents creativity and inspiration. As it unfolds, feel yourself becoming more connected to the universal source of creative ideas. The ancient artists, who created works that still inspire us thousands of years later, understood creativity as a divine gift flowing through the sacral center. The second petal represents emotional fluidity. As it opens, feel your emotions becoming more balanced, neither repressed nor overwhelming. Ancient healing traditions recognized emotional flow as essential for health, just as water must flow to remain pure. The third petal represents pleasure and joy. As it unfolds, feel your capacity for healthy pleasure awakening. Ancient wisdom traditions, contrary to later ascetic movements, generally honored pleasure as a sacred aspect of human experience when embraced with awareness. The fourth petal represents adaptability and embrace of change. As it opens, feel yourself becoming more flexible and resilient in the face of life's constant transformations. Ancient cultures, living closer to nature's cycles, understood change as the only constant in life. The fifth petal represents healthy passion and desire. As it unfolds, feel the life-affirming energy of desire, not just sexual desire, but the desire to create, to connect, to experience life fully. Ancient fertility cults honored this aspect of human experience as a reflection of cosmic creative forces. The sixth petal represents harmonious relationships. As it opens, feel your capacity for balanced, joyful connection with others. Ancient communities understood that creative energy flourished in the context of supportive relationship. As all 6 petals open fully, see your sacral chakra as a perfect, 6-petaled lotus flower, spinning with vibrant orange light. At the center of this flower is a crescent moon shape, the ancient symbol associated with the sacral chakra. This symbol represents cycles, flow, and the feminine creative principle. Now, visualize the 417 Hz frequency as a stream of orange-gold light flowing into this activated chakra, infusing it with perfectly balanced energy. The ancient sound healers would use instruments like water-filled vessels, drums with water inside, or flowing water itself to create vibrations that would resonate with the sacral chakra. As this activation continues, you might experience sensations of warmth, tingling, or gentle pulsing in your lower abdomen. You might feel a release of emotion or a surge of creative ideas. Whatever you experience is perfect for your unique energy system. Now, let's deepen this activation by working with the water element. Ancient cultures worldwide recognized water as one of the primary elements associated with the sacral chakra and its qualities of flow, adaptability, and creativity. Visualize yourself standing by a sacred river or lake. similar to how ancient practitioners would perform rituals near bodies of water. The Nile in Egypt, the Ganges in India, the Euphrates in Mesopotamia, all were seen as manifestations of divine creative power. As you breathe with our sacred pattern, imagine drawing water energy into your sacral chakra. This water energy is flowing, purifying, and life-giving. Ancient ceremonies often involved ritual, bathing, or pouring of water to symbolize the cleansing and renewal of creative energies. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With each breath, the connection between your sacral chakra and the element of water grows stronger. You might visualize this connection as a flowing stream of orange-gold light circulating through your lower abdomen, dissolving any blockages and awakening your creative potential. Now, imagine the ancient practitioners from 1500 to 4500 BCE performing their sacred ceremonies by flowing waters, working with these same energies, these same principles. Through this practice, you're connecting with an unbroken lineage of wisdom that extends back thousands of years. Feel the 417 Hz frequency continuing to resonate with your fully activated sacral chakra, maintaining its balance and optimal function. This frequency creates the perfect energetic environment for this chakra to express its highest potential. As your sacral chakra vibrates with balanced, activated energy, let's explore how you can maintain and utilize this energy in your daily life. The ancient practitioners didn't separate spiritual practice from daily living. Instead, they sought to infuse everyday activities with sacred awareness. First, recognize that creative expression is essential for maintaining sacral chakra balance. The ancient ones expressed creativity through art, music, dance, and storytelling. In your modern life, find ways to express your creativity regularly, even in small ways. This doesn't require artistic skill, simply the willingness to create and express. Second, the ancient wisdom teaches that emotional awareness supports sacral chakra health. Ancient healing traditions recognized the connection between emotional stagnation and physical illness. Practice allowing your emotions to flow naturally, neither suppressing them nor becoming overwhelmed by them. Regular emotional release through journaling, movement, or trusted conversation helps maintain this flow. Third, the ancients knew that physical movement, especially fluid movements like dance, helps maintain energy flow through the sacral chakra. Temple dancers in ancient cultures were not merely entertainers, but practitioners of sacred energy work. Find ways to incorporate flowing movements into your routine, allowing your body to express the creative energy of your sacral center. Fourth, working with water supports sacral chakra balance. Ancient purification rituals almost always involved water. Mindful bathing, swimming, or simply drinking adequate water can support this energy center. You might also consider keeping a small bowl of water on your altar or desk, infused with the intention of creative flow. Fifth, working with orange crystals and stones was a practice in many ancient traditions. Carnelian, orange calcite, and amber were used to stimulate and balance sacral energy. You might consider keeping such stones near or wearing them to support your sacral chakra. Sixth, nurturing healthy pleasure in your life supports this chakra. The ancient ones generally did not view pleasure as something to avoid, but rather as a sacred experience to be approached with awareness. Take time to fully experience sensory pleasures, a delicious meal, beautiful music, the touch of soft fabric against your skin. Bringing mindfulness to these experiences transforms them from mere indulgence to sacred practice. Finally, embracing change rather than resisting it supports sacral chakra health. Ancient wisdom recognized change as the nature of reality. When you find yourself resisting change, bring awareness to your sacral center, breathing into it and allowing its adaptable, flowing nature to help you move with life's currents rather than against them. As you move through your daily life, remember to periodically bring your awareness to your sacral chakra, checking in with its state of balance. Are you feeling creatively inspired and emotionally fluid, or blocked and rigid? This awareness allows you to address imbalances before they become significant. The 417 Hz frequency that we've worked with today can be returned to whenever you need to restore balance to your sacral chakra. The ancient ones understood that regular maintenance of each energy center prevents larger issues from developing. As we prepare to bring this activation practice to a close, take a moment to express gratitude for your sacral chakra and the creative, emotional richness it brings to your life. The practice of gratitude was central to ancient spiritual traditions worldwide. Feel appreciation for the wisdom of the ancient ones who mapped these energy centers and developed practices for working with them. Their insights continue to offer healing and transformation thousands of years later. Set an intention to carry this activated sacral chakra energy with you into your daily life, allowing it to support your creative expression, emotional fluidity, and joyful engagement with life's pleasures. Take one final deep breath with our sacred 369 pattern, feeling the full integration of this sacral chakra activation. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As we transition from this formal activation practice, know that the 417 Hz frequency continues to work with your sacral chakra, supporting its balanced function and creative expression. Begin to bring gentle movement back to your fingers and toes, reconnecting with your physical body. Take your time with this transition, honoring the deep energetic work you've engaged in. When you're ready, you may open your eyes while maintaining the sense of creative flow and emotional balance you've cultivated. Thank you for joining this journey of sacral chakra activation. If you've found value in this practice, please subscribe to Ancient Atoms Awakened for the complete chakra activation series, where we'll continue exploring ancient wisdom through a modern lens. For those who wish to continue with sacral chakra affirmations, I invite you to remain in this receptive state as we transition into a series of statements that will further support the healthy function of your sacral chakra. The following affirmations are most powerful when received in a state of deep relaxation. Simply allow them to wash over you, resonating with your sacral chakra and consciousness at the deepest levels. Continue breathing with our sacred 369 pattern as you receive these affirmations. I am a powerful creative being. I flow easily with life's changes and transitions. My emotions move through me freely and clearly. I embrace pleasure as a sacred part of my life experience. My creative energy flows abundantly and effortlessly. I release all blocks to my creative expression. I am comfortable with my desires and passions. My relationships are balanced, joyful, and nurturing. I honor the cyclic nature of my creative energy. Like water, I am fluid, adaptable, and life-giving. I create from a place of authentic self-expression. I balance giving and receiving in all my relationships. My sacral chakra vibrates with perfect harmony and balance. I embrace the wisdom of my emotions. I release all shame around pleasure and desire. My creativity connects me to the divine creative force. I am worthy of experiencing joy and delight. I trust in my emotional intelligence. I welcome transformation as an opportunity for growth. The 417 Hz frequency continues to dissolve creative blocks within me. I am connected to the ancient wisdom of creative expression. My boundaries in relationships are healthy and clear. I honor both my masculine and feminine creative energies. I release perfectionism and embrace the joy of creation itself. My emotions provide valuable guidance for my journey. I allow my creative inspiration to flow without judgment. I am safe to experience and express all of my emotions. My sacral chakra supports healthy connection with others. I celebrate the unique flavor of my creative expression. I embrace the sacred nature of my sexuality. Transformation and change reveal new creative possibilities. I trust in the perfect timing of my creative cycles. My creativity is a gift to myself and to the world. I allow pleasure to nourish and replenish my being. My emotional fluidity supports my overall well-being. I release stagnant emotions, creating space for fresh energy. The waters of creativity flow freely through my being. I embrace the playfulness of my creative spirit. My desire is a powerful creative force when channeled consciously. I am comfortable with both stillness and movement. The ancient wisdom of water teaches me to flow with life. I honor my body as a vessel for creative expression. My sacral chakra radiates vibrant orange light and balanced energy. I give myself permission to create without attachment to outcome. I am nurturing my creative projects with patience and love. My creative expression is valuable and worthy of being shared. I embrace the sensual pleasures of being embodied. I move through emotional experiences with grace and awareness. I am connected to an infinite source of creative inspiration. The 417 Hz frequency continues to harmonize my sacral chakra. I trust in my ability to create the life I desire. I release guilt and shame about pleasure and joy. My creative energy supports my higher purpose. I embrace both the light and shadow aspects of my emotions. My relationships are a canvas for creative co-creation. I honor the natural rhythms and cycles of my creative energy. I am ancient atoms awakened. Thank you for joining us for this sacral chakra activation journey. May the vibrations of creativity, emotional fluidity, and joyful expression continue to resonate within you long after this meditation concludes. We at Ancient Atoms Awakened are honored to be part of your chakra activation path. Until we meet again for our solar plexus chakra activation, may you flow with the creative currents of life and express your unique gifts with confidence and joy. Sacral Chakra Activation, 417 Hz, Ancient Atoms Awakened, where ancient wisdom meets modern understanding.